Sage Wanderer here, and this is my hashtag walkaway video. So I was completely unaware of this movement, and I don't do Twitter, so I don't know what hashtag. I'm just lost. I'm a YouTuber though, and I'm an established YouTuber. For 15,000 subscribers. I think I'm doing pretty good for my first year. So anyway, the hashtag walked away movement, what it is it's a people are posting up videos, and I guess it's going out on Twitter, I don't know, but they're doing these videos, and a lot of them are on YouTube, talking about why they walked away from the Democratic Party, why they are no longer liberals, or more, I think, to the point of how they feel like that the Democratic Party has gone so far to the left as to become communist, and that bears no resemblance to what their beliefs are, and so therefore they've walked away from the Democratic Party and are now Trump supporters, many of them, like myself. Yay, Trump, go ahead, awesome Trump. So, Trump, Trump train, MAGA, all that. So, this is my story, and I posted up and did a little short written statement. Got like 600 like thumbs up or something. It's just, I have no idea how many thousands of people read my comment on some other guy's video. And there was some people that attacked me. One guy erroneously accused me of being a Russian bot, and he talked about how that the wording and the language in my statement gave my Russian identity away, that I was a Russian and that English was not my first language. I'm sorry, cracked me up. I had to reply back, look, dude, my entire life story, complete with pictures, is a click away. If you think I'm a Russian bot, I'm as real as they get. People have called me the realest person on YouTube. So I thought that was really funny myself. But to know about and understand my walk away, hashtag walk away story, you kind of got to understand how I came to vote for Democrats to begin with. And I've covered it a little bit, but I really haven't just laid it out and explained exactly the process. My family were always Democrats. Red dog, well, not red dog Democrats, yellow dog Southern Democrats. I can't remember the phrase, but we were Southern Democrats. My mom thought FDR hung the moon. My mom, people from the Dust Bowl era, people during the Depression really benefited from the social programs in the New Deal, and that bought their loyalty for generations. But my family became what was known historically as Reagan Democrats. That we crossed over to the Republican Party and voted for Ronald Reagan for both terms. My first time to vote was for George Bush Sr. I voted for him because he was the vice president of Ronald Reagan, who had turned the world around in 8 years. And I see a huge parallel between Donald Trump and Ronald Reagan. So I voted for the Bushes, and I voted for the Bushes and anybody else to fight the Clintons. I definitely hated the Clinton criminal crime family. I was never supportive of Hillary Clinton. And I really did not like the Bushes either, and I felt like, I'm a truther, so 9/11 was a big deal to me, and that happened on his watch. So when it came time to vote for a Republican again, instead, I voted, really, I went to the primaries to vote against Hillary Clinton because I hated her that much. That I went to vote against her and to vote for Barack Obama to try to stop her and block her from the nomination in the Democratic Party. My first time to vote Democrat in my life. And the thing is, though, when watching this guy that I chose to vote, to use a protest vote for, I drank the Kool-Aid, man. Who doesn't want change? A lot of the stuff he ran on is things that conservatives believe, that the things that he promised us was things that were good for all Americans, and that he did not turn into who we remember him to be until after he was elected. If you go back and look at his election campaign, I mean, he said all the right things. So once again, he sweet-talked America and won his way in. And but I was quickly soured over Obama, because one of the main things I voted for when I voted for Obama was I did, and I still want a reformation of the insurance and healthcare system, because my sister died slowly of a very bad disease, and I had to deal with the insurance companies and their treachery, and these guys and their they're like vultures circling around a dying person, trying to feast off what's left of their carcass. The insurance system is amongst the most devious plots ever devised against humanity, and I still think it needs to be done away with. I just don't have a better plan. I hoped that Obama would, and Obamacare was not it, obviously. So he did not get my vote in the second term. I voted for him one time. And people ask me, how did you vote for him and you're a gun guy? Because I've always been a gun guy. I've been a gun guy my whole life. I come from a Marine Corps family. There was a landmark Supreme Court case just before the Obama election. And it clearly defined my Second Amendment right as a personal right and not a collective right. And once and for all, this Supreme Court decision did away with the idea that I don't have a personal right to keep and bear arms. So to me, the argument was over. Once the Supreme Court settled that and became a part of case law, you'll notice gun control really slowed down, and it went to the states, and now they're trying to push it, but it's going to go back to the Supreme Court. All of these laws, these unjust laws that they've recently passed in the last couple of years in states, are all going to be shot down, no pun intended, because the Second Amendment is an undeniable constitutional right. If you don't like it, you got to revise the Constitution, or overthrow the government, which is apparently what the left is trying to do these days. But I felt comfortable voting on the healthcare issue, and voting, like, if you want to know how I feel about racial equality, look at a video titled Willie and Me. I think that's the title of it. It might be titled Real Racism, what it was like. But at any rate, yeah, so I voted for Obama for Willie. I voted for Obama because I'd made a promise to myself that, if a really good, articulate candidate came up that was African American, he got my vote, just because I thought it was time. He didn't get my second vote because the other reason I voted for him was because I wanted our troops out of Afghanistan and Iraq. I want those foreign countries to take care of their own problems, and I don't think our people ought to be over there playing in that sandbox. And I love our troops, and I'm pro-troops, and I don't think that you have a moral issue. I'm just saying, you follow orders, and I don't like the orders they're giving you to follow. And you guys need to come home where it's safe. There's no reason to be over there. And so many guys' lives have been lost, and their limbs blown off in that war. And I wanted him to come home. Also, he did not end that war, so he was a total liar, and he did not get my second vote. And you ask me, how could I vote for Bernie? Because, once again, Obamacare turned out to be a total wreck. And Bernie was talking about overhauling the medical insurance and system in America. And I want someone that's going to do something about it, not just put it back in the hands of these insurance companies who are raping good Americans in their time of need. Like a good neighbor, we're going to stab you in the back. That's how I feel about insurance companies. If you work for the insurance companies, love you, but you work for the devil. Get out now. But, so yeah, it was a big part to do with that. And then, like I've said on this channel before, when I found out that Hillary Clinton had rigged the election against Bernie Sanders, and I hated her so much, really, once again, I was supporting Bernie Sanders to stop Hillary Clinton from becoming president. And when she did that to him, I vowed that I indicted the entire Democratic Party, and rightfully so. The Democratic Party has become corrupt. The system is corrupt. The people of the DNC are corrupt. Hillary Clinton owns it. She bought it out of bankruptcy at the beginning of her presidential campaign, and the DNC is corrupt to the core. The whole new platform now is communism. The whole new platform is overthrowing the government. The whole new platform is taking away your rights to the First and the Second Amendment, and these people have got to be stopped. I'm sorry I ever voted for any of them, but hashtag, I'm walking away from them forever. The Democratic Party is dead to me. You'll never get another vote, not for dog catcher. God save our republic.